uh, like some fucking Papa Roach, um, God, Three Doors Down, what is it, Fallout Boys, what was that, Linkin Park, the lead singer of Linkin Park died several years ago. What is your moral system? If you don't have a defined one, it's probably a pragmatic mix of selfishness and a principle of imperative, like returning the cart after groceries or being honest. Oh yeah, you're naming off a ton of classics. What's my moral system? I don't know exactly how to put my
All
moral
right then.
system into simple words. I mean, I believe that there is an afterlife, and I believe that there is a good place and a bad place. You might not necessarily call them heaven or hell, but I believe that the actions that you've done in your life dictate how your afterlife will be. Um, I've definitely seen a lot of unexplainable things when it comes to the paranormal that just can't be explained. That leads me to definitely think that there is such thing as ghosts. I personally, I view myself as a very nice person. I like to help others, but I know when to draw the line, and I know when to set my boundaries so that I am not taken advantage of for being too nice, you know? I think the afterlife is a metaphor for delayed gratification. That's an interesting take on the afterlife. Delayed gratification. Delayed gratification. Huh. I mean, theoretically, to imagine a perfect paradise, because theoretically, heaven is a perfect paradise, a place where you don't feel pain or any discomfort. Right? You're always happy there. You're always joyful. Um, so if you talk about delayed gratification in that way, theoretically, all humans want to just feel joy. They want to feel happy all the time, but obviously, while you're physical here on Earth, that's not possible. Um, like even if you were on mood stabilizers, or you had the best job, you had the best finances, you had the perfect wife or husband, like life just throws curveballs at you. You just can't be happy all the time. So um theoretically, maybe humans do make up in their mind, they make up heaven as like this amazing place, and maybe it does or doesn't exist. um but it's based off that happiness that we encompass our morals around. And if we encompass our morals around the fact that if we do good in our life, then we will achieve that everlasting happiness. Like in the process of trying to achieve the access to heaven, psychology says that when you help people, or when you are a good person, when you genuinely do good in your life, psychology says that it makes you a happier person. It's even said that if you lose your ways as a person, that you should give to others, and you should donate time, and you should do good in others, and in return, doing good for others will make you feel good about yourself. So, whether it's delayed gratification or not, your morals just help you be a better person, as long as you're not a shitty person. If you're, a good person in a general sense, you're just gonna have a happier life. Let's see where we left off. Um, we're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year. That if you invest in your future and you always put in your work, you end up in the right place. I don't believe in ghosts or demons. King Ray, you don't believe in ghosts or demons? I could probably show you some things, King Ray, that may influence your beliefs on ghosts a little bit. I'm not talking about a Ouija board, but there definitely are other tools of divination that allow a person to speak to spirits without the aid of other people. So if you're holding an item in your hand and you tell a spirit to move this item in your hand and it starts to move, you're the only one that's touching it and you know you're not the one that's moving it. How do you explain that? You know, like, yes, Earth's gravitational pull theoretically could move things over long periods of time, but it's not going to be an immediate reaction like that. You know what I mean? Happiness is a fleeting state. Happiness is a fleeting state for sure. Um, you can't be happy all the time. Your emotions are a roller coaster most of the time. You're at mid-level mental state. I think pleasure and happiness are physical states without a body. There is nothing to hold a state, so you can't feel or think. There is no being. I really like that one, Red Candy. Let me read that again. I think pleasure and happiness are physical states, and without a body, there is nothing to hold a state, or so you can't feel or think. There is no being. People who believe in reincarnation, like monks and stuff like that, they believe that, you know, every life that you live, you learn more. And so, whether you do good or bad based off that, you know, you get reincarnated into the next body, and the next body theoretically is better or worse based off how you did in your past life. And eventually, you will reach nirvana and total enlightenment, right? So, total enlightenment is said to be total enlightenment is said to be that you don't have a sense of yourself. You are not a person anymore. You have no emotions and you have no um, thoughts on anything. You just are, and you are energy. You are a mass, and you are part of a whole collective of other energy sources, and those other energy sources are theoretically other souls of humans and other souls of other life forms that are all connected and entangled in one, right? Cough, cough. He, Ebola? I'm already high. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that you smoked weed, King Ray. Is that G Fox? Jack of Blades. Who are you, and how do you know G Fox? What you just described is how exactly you felt on acid. So theoretically saying people obviously have not done enough studies into psychedelic drugs to fully understand the effects of psychedelic drugs on their minds. So spiritualists think that you can achieve a little bit of enlightenment by doing psychedelic drugs, and that's kind of where you get that feeling at that you're not a person anymore. You're just a state of mass, your state of energy. It's Alex. Okay, I know two different Alexes. I know a guy Alex and I know a girl Alex. So if you tell me what gender you are, then I know which Alex I'm talking to. Uh, that reincarnation stuff is like rational, where you bet on helping others because you think the necessary and everything, so that you have to try to make the good world so that you can feel good more often. I mean, like, even if you're doing good to try and help yourself in the afterlife, it's kind of selfish to think that everybody, whether they're doing good for the good of other people or not, people are acting out of selfish wants or selfish needs. So you do good for others because you want to feel good, you know. So are you theoretically selfish if you give your time up to other people because it makes you feel good? Is that selfish? Or are you being selfless because you're helping people just to help people? Alex, it's good to see you. I didn't know that you were on Twitch like that. I mean, like we've had some conversations here and there, Alex. To be honest, I didn't really know that you were much of a gamer. We're playing some Skyrim right now. I just got off on a little tangent we were talking about the afterlife, and they just really got me going. fucking, fucking flies. I agree that consciousness is necessary, but I don't believe in free will, and you don't believe in moral realism unless there is. You don't believe that consciousness is necessary? And you don't believe in free will. So if you don't believe that, then what do you believe in? Psychedelics definitely opened up new brainwaves where I was able to look at life and death in a whole new way. For sure, yeah, I recently had done acid for the first time. I want to say roughly about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and it was really interesting for sure. It makes you look at life a little bit differently. You play a lot of games, but I also don't watch much Twitch, to be honest. I just saw that you were streaming. Aw, well, thank you for stopping by, Alex. Like, we need to talk more. I'm just really, really bad about answering people. You guys, you have no idea. If you looked at my Facebook Messenger, I have like dozens and dozens and dozens of unanswered messages. I'm just really bad about answering people, man. What can I say? Uh, Jack of Blades, though, what is your favorite game to play if you have one? Currently, I am really obsessed with Skyrim right now. It's all I've been playing lately. When you are talking about morality, what you should do, then it is necessary that at the end of the tree, you do things for yourself because there's nothing to do other than that. Matter is the same thing as energy, as moving in all time. Bro, on God, I'm tripping. King Ray, you are not tripping. Then it is necessary or removing. Red candy. I'm sorry, you lost me a little bit. You lost me a little bit there. Um, King Ray is not tripping. King Ray likes to joke around a lot. This man, King Ray, some absurd stuff comes out of his mouth sometimes. Something, to be honest, like half the time I don't even know if I should believe in what this guy is saying. I would try to say it better. I mean, you really got me on this profound topic of morality in the afterlife. And I can't even play my game because you got me enthralled in this conversation. You can message me whenever. Right now, I just finished up 100% Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy. Um, Final Fantasy, huh? I have not really played much of Final Fantasy. It is a very popular game. Obviously, otherwise there wouldn't be so many numerous editions of Final Fantasy. There's like one through how many ever numbers of Final Fantasy there is, right? This is a juicy talk for sure. Yeah, I guess you guys just walked in at the right time. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a good person. King Ray, you are a good person, but you like to joke around a lot, buddy. So, sometimes, through text, I don't know your context, I don't know your body language, I don't know your, facial expressions, so I don't know how to read you. I don't know if I should be taking you serious or if you're joking. So that's just kind of what I mean by, like, yeah, King Ray, you're a good guy, but I mean, I just don't know when you're joking around or not. Like, are you literally just tripping? Because you can't be tripping if you're just eating pizza. I personally, when I do acid, I don't get hungry. I don't eat a lot. Miss Jokey Jokerson, Mr. Jokey Jokerson.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school
You're
of
talking
magic,
about someone
and don't
else?
let anyone tell
Barty!
you
What's
otherwise.
up, Barty? I'm glad you, just came in, man. We were talking about life and death and morals and everything in between. We're talking about doing acid, drinking beer, talking about smoking weed, talking about everything. And speaking of that, I need another beer. And I guess I will forewarn you guys that as I drink more beer, I will make less and less sense. Did you stream tonight, Barty? I am sorry if you did stream tonight and I missed your stream. I try to make it onto people's channels when I can, but unfortunately a lot of people stream when I'm at work. So it's a very unfortunate. I played a lot of games, easily one of my most favorite game series. There's a lot of the games though. Most recent ones is a Souls-like, kinda?
Why are my
You
research
lost me,
materials
Jack of
constantly
Blades.
disappearing?
Sometimes I like going into my bedroom and taking a lot of Flintstone vitamins. You might trip off some Flintstone vitamins for sure. Oh, you guys are cracking me up. I did it. I ranked Silver 1 on Apex, ranked in Grind tomorrow and later today will be Warzone for a limited event. That sounds fun. I really need to download Warzone. I keep saying I need to download it. Keep saying I need to get Warzone, man. Really need to get into that. Because I fucking love Call of Duty. And I have not played Call of Duty series since Black Ops 4. Speaking of Black Ops 4, we have this edition, this special edition of Black Ops 4. When it came out, I bought my PS4 used, and my friend sold me all of his games to me when he sold me the PlayStation. And so I just have this random thing from Black Ops that I just don't know what to do with it because I don't do patches. But they have a patch here for every specialist that they had in Black Ops 4. So we have like the Fire Break, the Twerk, the Prophet, we have Battery, Nomad, Ajax, Recon, Ruin, Crash. Yeah, and all these are patches, but I don't know what the fuck to do with them. They're just like useless to me. Man, I remember the old Black Ops lobbies, 1 and 2, that is. Shit was nuts. Keep it or sell it on eBay. Just download it and then we can squad up if you want. Hell yeah, Barty. When you introduce morality, you are asking what should you do? Is it necessary that you do things that benefit you because insofar as you can decide to something, you have to.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing?
So what I was talking about earlier with morality, I said, theoretically, when you help out people for the common good, whether you offered a homeless person a meal or whatever that may be, I said that you feel good from helping people. I don't know if you guys have ever assisted anybody before, but you feel good, and it's almost like sometimes people want to brag about the fact that they help people. So my question was, when they do something selfless for another person by devoting their time to them or resources, is it or isn't it selfish to help another human being? Because you help another being in return of knowing that you're going to feel good about it. So theoretically, like, yes, you're helping another person by extending your resources, but at the same time, you theoretically are getting something back by helping somebody. You're getting back that feeling or almost that high that you helped somebody, you know what I mean? Let's see. Bro, I was thinking about getting the skinny dipping with the homies. What are we skinny dipping in? Are we skinny dipping in a hot tub? Are we skinny dipping in a pool? Are we skinny dipping in a river? Also, I have never gone skinny dipping before, and that shit sounds fun. Just saying. It's all gray area, depends on perspective. Yeah, I guess it just definitely does all come down to perspective. Uh, I personally think that at least like 90% of the Earth's population, they all move throughout the world um, with intent on bettering themselves or gaining something out of every expression or encounter that they have. Um, Whether it's meant to be that way or not, because a lot of that stuff happens subconsciously. Like you're gaining something subconsciously, even though you didn't know, that it was, you were gaining something from it. You were gaining an emotion. Water would have to be warm for skinny dipping. Yeah, I agree, Alex. It don't matter to me. Yeah, you're just going in some ice cold water. It's so cold that it makes your fucking dick shrivel up. Warm water so that the penis looks larger. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Red candy eater. Dan, so you're telling me we're supposed to get bigger? Damn, my whole life I've been a lie. I thought it's been cold for. uh, yes, King Ray. The next time that you're taking a shower with your wife, try taking a warm shower instead of a cold shower, and then maybe your dick will look bigger to your wife. uh, Alex, Jack of Blades, I feel like you're lying because you're really fucking skinny. And in my experience, skinny guys have big dicks, but that's just from my experience when I did date men back in the day. Back in the day, yes, I did date men. Um, thank God I never got pregnant. I've never had a pregnancy scare. Never have had a pregnancy scare because rule one, wrap it before you tap it. It doesn't matter. It's still going to be a 1-inch meter. Ah, King Ray, you have no proof. You're right. You're right. You're right. I have no proof. But next time we go to the bar, I guess, like when you're not paying attention, I could just look down. Because I feel like most of the people in our friend group, wear skinny jeans. So, because we're all kind of like, not exactly goth or emo, but we're all kind of alternative in the clothes that we wear. And what do alternative people wear? They wear skinny jeans, right? Um, Who the fuck am I thinking about? What the fuck is his name? Skinny jeans is hardly an alternative, at least in towns. Is hardly alternative, at least in towns. Levi. Levi gives me a little dick energy. Levi definitely does give me a little dick energy. He's such a sub, too. He acts so subby. Like, usually, like, people come across as either, a switch between, like, a dom or a sub. You're kind of, like, in the middle a little bit. But, damn, he gives off some, like, ultimate subby boy vibes.